Four Beers Deep.
I'm a grumpy old man.
I am being abused on this show. No, we're professional now. This is very strange.
Tipple of the week. We're officially Four Beers Deep.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Old fat necker.
My name is Rennes and I approve this message.
Well, hello everybody,
Wow.
and welcome back to another episode of Four Beers Deep, the front room sessions.
Well, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, it's YouTube now. We've got to give it a bit of fucking umph, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah,
Oh, in that case,
Indeed.
If this is YouTube, I'll do the first bit because I'm only like a recurring guest, so I don't get too arrogant.
no, you're not. Everybody knows you're the third wheel of this Robin Reliant.
Yeah, that's a
Crashing
great
round
to be
every
known as
corner.
the third wheel. But just want to say before we start this 1 hour and a half hour long show, just a quick word from our sponsors, NordVPN, because everyone's fucking doing it. So NordVPN, if you want to look at naughty stuff in another country and not get caught by the police, NordVPN.
But I will just say there are some other VPNs out there, and if they would like to sponsor us, they're more than welcome to as well.
That's correct. And there's also other things you can look on the internet apart from naughty stuff. Don't worry. like Wikipedia.
Genius. So, as always,
Yeah.
you. Oh,
What?
I thought you'd been naughty and you had something else, but
What?
you're ready for this week's tipples. Well, first of all, before I get that out, let's just take 2 seconds to just say we hope you all enjoyed the first video that was released. If you only listened to it, oh, hang on, maybe we should introduce ourselves. Fuck, I'm all over the place this week.
Hey, Carl. This is YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah? Should I do the fucking intro?
nailing it, mate. So, first of all, hello everyone. It's because you talked over me
I
when I was
didn't.
doing it. I was in my flow and then got interrupted, getting the piss ripped out of me. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Four Beers Deep. This is the podcast that is bringing the bar life into your own living room or toilet, because let's be honest, a lot of people are watching this on the toilet. Fact. So, my name is Carl, and I am joined by my podcast partners in crime. Over here, we've got the Council Estate Elton John.
That's me, Rennes. And over yonder, we've got... Oh, I've done it.
Ease Welsh
Missed
Jason.
that. Fuck that up again.
Every time you miss it. Ready?
Yeah.
Ease Welsh Jason.
Jason.
Still missed it.
Fucked
Fucking
it.
Nora.
Fuck that.
I quite like that actually now. It's starting to grow on me.
It's a
especially-
grow, isn't it?
Especially
Yeah.
Renyard's
Not a
kind
show.
of like out of step every day, every time. I like that. Yeah, it's good.
So, thank you for gracing us with your presence after your injury, your horrific injury today.
Yeah, I was in a bus crash. My legs fell off, but I managed to get them back together again, so it's fine. But like Humpty Dumpty, it was all right.
No, they couldn't put him back together.
They could. But they had to have a message for the children, so therefore they basically changed the ending. What really? I'm not going to Humpty Dumpty because that's made up. But basically, it's not that funny. Stop laughing. You give them ideas. So basically, I was at the gym and I pulled a muscle because I'm really unfit and it's really embarrassing. And now I'm here
Because he's a
drinking
pure
coffee.
machine, getting 4-hour workouts in now.
Yeah, but not today. I did 50. No, that's a lie. I did 10 minutes on the spinning bike and had to literally put my hand and wave to the instructor and went. Are you ready? Like that, go. So I went.
No, fair play, well done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
no, good.
Listen to your body.
If you're going to do a little mouthing movement, do it to the camera so they can actually see you this time, Jason.
Yeah, but
Because
I'm-
people can see us now.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm shy.
I got a great picture of you last week, though, looking really sinister. While we're laughing, you turn around and do this look to the camera. You sort of go... And I was like, screenshotting that.
That was done on purpose because out of the 3 of us, I'm the only one who's got any training in this.
Well, I don't need you don't need training when you've got natural talent.
All right, well, the 2 of us
Got a
are
point.
gifted. I have the free natural talent or the ability to have been on many, many podcasts. You might find me on other podcasts, but I can't say which ones they are. But they're all sponsored by NordVPN.
They're all found on the dark web.
Yeah.
No.
It's that naughty stuff he was on about.
Trains. Not about trains, mate, innit? You know, trains for you. gauge this. Well, I don't know. Actually, that's an awesome name for a podcast. So yeah, Carl, bless him. This is the irony of the whole podcast. Carl is the host of the podcast with the least experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say host. I'd say I'm the one that tries to keep a little semblance of order.
And it's a fine job you're doing.
I'm trying. Anyway, take that,
Thank you.
young sir, and then we'll make sure that we.
Oh, hide that.
Yeah, 'cause
Hide
we've got
that.
to pour it. We've got to
Yeah.
pour it.
Well, how are we going to hide? I don't. No, I'm going to be
It's fine,
shush,
don't worry.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that's the giveaway.
It's fine. We can edit it out. Mate. Edit it out. And for Jason, would you like an appetizer?
I would do. Yes, great.
Oh,
yes,
there
thank
go,
you.
A little stubby appetizer. Does
Thank
it make
you.
you feel like a giant?
No, but I do know I'm going to get 50 more years of life than you. So, so I'm using that time wisely.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's a shit 50 years though when you're pissing and shitting yourself and can't get out of bed on your own. So
That's now,
Not
mate.
too dissimilar to now, yeah.
I say you're basically me.
So yeah,
So
thank you, mate. Cheers. Thank
no,
you.
you're welcome. Did you just?
No,
pour
yeah,
that?
yeah. No, use the tap.
You did. Good.
No, I didn't. No,
For fuck's sake, you forgot again, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll get it one day. What we'll do though, I will. What the fuck is this?
Oh, that is a little special thing that I've had for a long time. Don't bloody drink it
I'm
because
not
it's
gonna. It looks
massively
like
out of date.
poison. I'll put that there so the lovely boys and girls at home can see what we are drinking, and I am going to find a sell-by date on
brakes
this.
fluid.
This will kill a man.
That is the bit. We'll get to that in a second. Hang on. So, because I want to drink, and I need you to help me pour the wonderful Mr. We need to get.
Oh,
You just poured that all over the carpet, mate. Come on, you got to look what you're doing.
yeah, no. Okay.
So
ready.
I want to come up with a little song like Magic Pump, Magic Pump. What drink have you got to dump? I don't know. Something like
Yeah,
that.
magic pump,
Two things.
magic pump.
So let's bring it like
Ooh.
dew from above.
What?
Oh, can you hear that? It's pouring beautifully.
Yeah, but no, but
Ooh, there we
Is that
go.
they can
Copyright.
see us now.
No, they can't.
does-
They
okay.
can't. It's
Wow, that's poured out really well
oh,
from the
that's
optic
poured
there.
brilliant. There
That's
we go.
amazing.
Fantastic.
Sorry, in the optic. But
That is so good.
There we are. But I will put. I've got an empty can from earlier that I'll put up here just so people can see the tipple of the week.
Well, I've already done that.
Yeah, I know, but now we got two. So
Now we've got 2 empty cans and 2 fucking pints. No
empty cans.
wonder whether anyone will guess the pump doesn't fucking work.
two in.
The clue's not in. It's got Carlsberg on, and we've poured cider.
They don't know that.
They don't know.
They can't
We're all
read.
in on this. This is like the whole Santa
Don't
thing,
know
isn't
what to do
it?
with this.
No, pop it back on
Pop
there.
it back on there.
Yeah. Right, so I will quickly say about it then. So basically, that's where I grew up, and that's the football team. And they used to be, basically, they were put together originally by, there was a massive factory, a car factory, called AP Lockheed. And they used to make all car parts. Then they got bought out by the Americans and whatever. But there was a football club that was just over the road, the Leamington Football Club, that disbanded, and they sort of came back together again. And to sort of celebrate it, they made this one-off beer.
Just that one bottle.
Calling it brakes fluid, because obviously they made brake pads and all sorts. And so that is for the football club. And yeah, it went off in 2006, so that shows you how old it is. But I wanted it on the bar because I think it's cool. A little bit of history there for you.
And
And maybe one day we'll convince you to drink it.
And what league are they in?
What league?
They are
they're
now
not.
in. No, they're now in the conference South or Conference North.
In North, I'd imagine.
They've built themselves back up after going out in. Like I was at the last ever game played at the stadium, and then I was at the first game when they came back again years later.
And did they kick you out?
I used to wind the keepers up because I used to stand by the goalkeepers going, "Ooh, you're shit!" And then getting the keepers going mental at me. So they absolutely hated me.
That's
and
a
I was
really,
loving
really
every
shit
second of
chant.
it.
I mean, I would go with things like, I don't know, your mother is your brother,
Yeah,
your
but
sister is your mother.
Love that
That's
one.
all I know.
Yeah.
Your auntie
So-
is your mother.
No, it's your sister is your mother, your father is your brother, you all shag one another, the Kiddie family. Da 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 da.
Nice.
Da, 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 da. Anyway, so Tipple. This week it is Hawks Ridge. So I should have kept that actually so I can read it.
Yeah.
So it is a dark fruit cider. So we've gone for cider, I think, refreshing. this week.
Needs it. Is
You can
warm.
read the rest out
I'll read the rest.
while I drink.
Cans made from 100. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. But it is recyclable, which is handy.
Everybody knows cans are anyway.
Yep.
I'll keep the tension down. Keep the tension down.
A crisp and refreshing cider using the finest apples blended with delicious dark fruit flavours. It's ambiguous. Dark fruit flavour cider with sugars and sweetener. Best served chill. I really like that they've stuck to dark fruit flavours
See-
and no specification as to what dark
What
fruit
ones?
it is.
This is what I'd like. I appreciate there's two of us now doing this, but this is what I'd appreciate the cans would have, what I would call correct and honest advertising. So this is Hawksridge, made from the apples that they couldn't sell to Asda, right? It's like that, or other supermarkets, with some incredibly chemically induced flavouring for people who need to basically forget they work in a call centre. So basically, I think that's a pretty good advertising for a can there. Appreciate
Although
this.
it is suitable for vegetarians, vegans, and celiacs.
What are
There we
celiacs?
go.
I actually know what celiacs are. What are celiacs?
Celiacs, isn't it a blood? It's an issue with your
So,
blood.
blood thinning,
Thinning,
isn't it?
yeah.
You've got thin blood. It doesn't say the percent. I know it does have lied. 4%.
Yeah.
There we go.
Would you like to try some, Jason? Because it is a weak cider.
It's nothing to do with the
I
strength.
know it's a health thing,
Yeah,
but
so I apologise.
you thought you might want to give it a little sip just
Nah,
to.
I've got my incredibly amazing appetizer. It actually tastes alright, so thank you.
That's all right. You welcome.
It's got a bit of a kick. You know? The sugar might get to me for tonight. I might get a bit
You're
mental.
bouncing off the ceiling.
I might go a bit mental, yeah. Yeah. Say inappropriate things and stuff, you know?
Not like you at all.
Well, at least we know what to blame it on, eh?
No, I'd actually blame it on my lack of moral compass, to be honest, mate.
Oh,
Rather than.
colour me shocked.
Yeah.
It's not the appetizer.
No, it's my lack of moral compass.
Go on.
Taste wise, though,
Yeah.
tastes like dark fruit, the Strongbow version.
It tastes a little weaker. I think the Strongbow one has a bit more of flavour in the back of your throat, whereas this one, it's just a bit more watery for me.
Where did you buy this from? I'm not doing the obvious joke.
Yeah,
where did you
where
buy
did you
that-
buy
this
them
from?
from?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I bought this one from Asda.
It was dark.
Not one of Lidl's finest. I thought that's what you were waiting for.
Not at all, because
No.
not at all. I really don't give a fuck. But I just wanted just for
Brilliant.
the audience who are actually going to be watching this rather than actually going to each other lives.
Well-
but we want to know where it's going to be.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is the best part about it. So I bought it, 4 cans for £3.30. Bit of a bargain.
I can see why.
Yeah, because with even a lot of the cheap beers that are actually okay, the prices of them are shooting through the roof already. So finding a cider at this time of year that's still fairly cheap, they're not whacking the price through the roof.
I've got some proper consumer advice here off the back of cider,
Go
leading
on.
me on to what I've been up to.
Oh,
I know,
here we
it's
go.
like I've got a clue of what I'm doing.
Wow.
3 litres, Henry Weston's, 6%, comes in a box, is flat, will fuck you up. I think it was £6. £6.99.
A flat cider.
Scrumpy.
A bit like I was going to say, a bit like a scrumpy.
It's exactly like that.
Is it one of the ones that you can eat with cheese? Because you can get some scrumpies that go really well with certain cheeses.
You could have anything with it. I had gin personally with it.
Gin with scrumpy. You fucking animal. You fucking animal.
So anyway, would you like to know what I've been up to?
Yes, I would.
So I went, as I think I mentioned last time, to a caravan site.
Wow.
Went to Haven,
Let's
Ollie
just
Bob's.
scratch that off of my
No, go on, I've let us in.
list.
I'm shooting. So,
Oh, you went to Bognor, didn't you? The Bognor Regis?
nah, I went Hastings.
Oh, Hastings. Okay.
Yeah.
Great town, Hastings.
You got to visit
Well, actually,
one of these parks that you've banned me from speaking about
well,
for
no,
so
you,
long.
you can. I'll unban you. Fuck it. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Fun fact about that place, though, the place that we went,
Yeah.
it's not in Hastings. St Leonard's technically. So I think I'm the only person ever in the world to go to Hastings. And I've come back and I've not been to Hastings. But we didn't actually figure that out until we were leaving. And we went, hang on.
But after you drank all your scrumpy, there was plenty of
How
battling.
long? How long were you in St Leonard's for?
Went. I don't know. Arrived Friday, came back Monday.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So a good
With the
weekend.
audience out there, they can work that one out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Long
an
weekend.
amount of days. But yeah, we went there for a reggae festival that was cancelled.
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
a wonder.
But I'll be honest,
Why was it cancelled?
I don't know. It's been rescheduled more than cancelled, I suppose.
Is it the COVID numbers?
Not a clue. I didn't ask.
It probably because
No.
it was in Progressive House,
It depends. I mean,
personally.
I only think it was probably to do with ticket sales because Hastings is not synonymous with a good time.
I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not your job, but I want to apologise to any people from Hastings who may somehow A, have the internet to find this fucking shit, and B, be watching this kind of shit. So my apologies. Hastings, I've heard, is an amazing town with an amazing football team. Nearly as good as Leamington Break Spa, whatever they're called. And I'm sure it's lovely, and it's next to the amazingly lovely St Leonard's.
Do you want to know the biggest irony here?
Go on.
He's apologising for you upsetting an area, a town.
But you don't mean to.
Whereas he offends entire countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but entire countries have got a more collective ability to take it on the shoulder. I don't offend anybody. I thank Sweden. It's not offending them, is it? But apart from ABBA, really, thank you for that. But, I mean, about the Cardigans, nearly brought it back. But yeah, I like Sweden. Thank you for the iron ore. Cheers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And last week you may have offended a few Irish with telling them to get back to building railway lines again.
Only because the stand was fucking dropped.
If anything, that was a compliment. Backhanded though it was.
Yeah.
They were very, very good at what they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So the holiday.
I
Carry
did
on.
So I did a load of karaoke whilst I was there.
Fuck.
I know.
Wow. You singing and a holiday park. Everything you've ever stopped me from doing.
Gets better. Did some dancing.
Whilst party dances.
Oh, I was fucking having it. And me and the guys, we had matching outfits on with slightly. We had a different colour. We looked honestly like we were on day release.
Was it a stag do?
No, we're just for funsies.
I saw
And,
some pictures.
Yeah,
Right,
and
okay.
whilst we were dancing, a load of the other patrons joined in, trying to copy us.
Outrageous. What songs did you sing? I can't imagine your death metal will go down well at the at the karaoke land club thing.
No, it probably wouldn't have. Although, to be honest, it would have livened it up.
Yeah.
Was it Alanis Morissette?
No, so I sung half of Roxanne.
Must have been love.
No, I don't really know.
That's
what else to
Roxette.
say.
I think, is that not who you mean, Roxanne?
No, the song Roxanne.
Oh,
From
Roxanne.
the Police.
I don't know who sings it.
Roxanne.
That, but better.
That's how he sounds when he does it. Roxanne.
And
You don't have to put on a red light.
that's a song.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
And
Please be quiet,
one of my friends absolutely
Yeah.
smashed that song that Genie sings in Aladdin. That you ain't never had a friend like me. Oh, it was
nice.
unreal. Anyway, yeah, highlights. Also went to a roller disco.
Oh, nice. Classic.
Yeah.
For a 90s kid, that must have been a dream.
I was in my element. Also very aware that I was surrounded by teens.
Oh, there were teens there. I thought
wasn't-
you were
it
going to say
wasn't
like little kids.
Well,
Normally the teens are off getting pissed down the cliff top, or if they have like a kids park there, that's where a lot of the teens will go to drink at night. That's what we did anyway.
there was a collection of slightly older teenagers on the football pitch, which did inhibit us playing football.
So when I was on the parks, it was my job to look after the teenagers. I was the TICO coordinator. TICO, yeah, for Teen Company. So I would have to keep them entertained all week, which is
Would
not.
you just
Oh, Jason,
buy Stella and cocaine?
Exactly.
That's probably what I should have done. No, I actually put work in, so I took them out to play Ayaki. We'd do like PlayStation. We would make videos, so I'd get them to do like make their own like drama performance or make their own TV show or whatever, and we'd film it and then we'd sort of play it back and whatever. I gave them awards. You know, we'd play football, we'd do bowls, we'd do bowling, we'd do days in the arcade, we'd do all sorts just to keep them.
Occupied.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there a doll involved?
No dolls were touched, Jason.
I didn't say that. I said with the dolls involved. You've taken that somewhere very dark.
It's because of what you said before we started this.
I do have a question. What's Ayaki?
Ayaki, I guess you'd probably say it's a bit like Manhunt or something like that. So you have to, one person's on, they'll start counting, everyone runs off and hides, then the person goes hunting, but if you find them, you have to both run to the post wherever the person was counting, and if you get there first and say Ayaki 1, 2, 3 and in, you're still in the game.
It's basically 1, 2, 3 and in.
And you've got to, but we called it Ayaki where I grew up.
We used to call it block.
Right, okay. So anyone from the Midlands, put it down in the comments below, because you can comment below now.
Oh yeah.
Put it in the comments below what it was called when you were growing up. So for me, any other Midlanders who called it Ayaki, let us know. And also, we've got something that we need to let everybody know each time now, don't we, Renyard? What's that? I told you before.
We're sorry. No. Oh fuck me.
Go on, do it.
Press the like and share. I fuck up. Do you know what? That easily my least favourite thing I've ever. No, that's not. That's a you bit.
Also, didn't we say things like click on the link below?
Exactly.
It's here.
Yeah.
Do something. Or that's up, but down there, or
Press
somewhere.
that button. It's just coming up above your head there.
Could be anywhere. We'll put a link to last week's show on the screen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, like, share, and subscribe, as all the tubers say. So,
Fuck's sake. We'll be on the TikTok next, for God's sake.
I'm not going to
That's
say.
in the words.
Fuck off.
I'm not
Actually,
going
it
to
only
say.
lasts 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't mind doing a TikTok.
No, you get 3 minutes.
Even a 3-minute TikTok thing is better than this hour and a half of bullshit.
See, TikTok is supposed to be his domain, so you're going to have to get the little snips and upload them onto to TikTok.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
normally people will say some bullshit like, "Oh, you smash that like button." Ugh, I can't stand it. So I'm just going to say, give it a little fondle.
I think that's
Yeah, a
worse.
little
That's
tickle.
worse. Oh my
Give
life.
that like button a little tickle, and pull the pants down of the subscribe button.
Again, you've made that worse.
I have,
Exactly.
like,
Or-
intentionally.
I'll bring this back.
Okay.
Personally, I would just switch off the computer and fucking learn something and make something of your life rather than watching stupid YouTube videos.
I'm sorry.
Get a grip.
Are you saying they don't learn things from this?
Clearly not.
We're a bunch of idiots guiding them on things, aren't we?
Oh dear. To be fair,
That
we
was
did.
long-lived.
We did.
was that one episode? Two episodes.
Birthdays and more birthdays or something like that.
Was it
Birthdays
birthdays
and growing
90s?
up in the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s.
Yeah.
So for anybody that hasn't been with us for a little while, we stopped doing this for a little bit, and we started doing another podcast called Idiot's Guide 2, and we lasted 2 episodes before we were like, yeah.
Are we
Before Renner's gonna Renner. Anyway,
Anyway, what's in your book for your script?
yeah. Well, I think as always, we've got to start off with a bit of Would You Rather.
Yes.
In.
So, this isn't in the book though. This goes in the phone, so I can hide it. If I lose the book, at least my phone's got a lock on it.
Fucking genius.
Oh, and look what comes up straight away
There we are.
as I bring up
Handsome
my phone.
bastards.
So I don't know if anyone's going to see that. I don't know if I'll be able to zoom it in for you, but yeah, that's Renner's on holiday with his mates. Is that a shit shirt day?
It's a fucking shit shorts and shirt day, mate.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Anyway, would you rather? Here we go. So as always, I've just wrote it, not even thought about it, and moved on to the next one because I don't have long. So, would you rather have a micro penis or an average penis but with tennis ball sized testicles?
I'll stick with what I've got.
Which is
A micro penis.
I think, no, you know what? Bearing in mind what I
let's
said
ask
about
TikTok. They all have seen it.
I know, but basically, I know that I've mentioned about you can go on the internet and go on naughty things like train videos on the dark web, as I call it, the dark tracks. But basically, there are things you can do with big balls, apparently, according to the internet. So yeah, why not have that instead?
bit cumbersome, though, aren't they?
They are very.
But I get to wear amazing sports shorts.
But would you rather? I mean, I suppose you could become an underwear model at least, because they may not know that you're all balls. They'll just see a big bulge. Oh, here we go. He's getting the phone out now. I'm worried. You should be.
This
Could
is.
be like what's his name? The old Arsenal footballer, Freddie Ljungberg.
Did he have historically big bollocks? Did he?
Wasn't? Well, I don't know.
No, it was bollocks. Read.
Certainly didn't have much.
So you can't be an underwear model.
It's a great camel toe.
Oh, don't show the 5 people that be watching, because there'll only be 2 people next week.
I mean, I can't show that on YouTube, thank God.
No, you cannot.
But there is a problem with being an underwear model and having testicles in general.
Fucking twat. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Anyway, I've got.
You do love taking pictures of yourself doing very random things with your testicles, don't you?
Well, I bought a new swimming garment and I wanted to try it on. That wasn't my swimming garment, obviously. That was
Obviously.
Isabel's. Mine fit like a dream.
What did she say when she saw it? She wasn't bothered about your testicles hanging out. It was more the skid marks all over your left.
And the camel toe.
She's been with me a while. She's come to expect
she's
this
used
kind
to
of shit.
She comes in through. I just imagine her walking through the door, and now you are doing the washing up, like turning around, going, "Hi, darling." Just like,
Oh, I wasn't expecting you home.
or that, or you end up doing some sort of Tom Cruise cocktail style skid across the floor. Do 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 do.
We see the doors into our front room would be perfect for that, but the hallway's carpet.
Oh yeah, you don't want to try skidding.
No. Anyway, so you've gone tennis balls.
So, I mean, okay, let's pro con this. So, obviously, a micropenis, you're going to have to deal with the stigma of having a tiny penis, and whether if you pull someone you like, are they going to be understanding and accepting of it? Little hint, they're not most of the time. But I don't know. Or you can be, still have an average penis, so they can be fairly happy with that, but they have to work around these giant balls.
To be fair, if we're going to be fair, that Carl's been disingenuous to the whole world there, because Carl told me that his last boyfriend was accepting of it, so it's fine.
It's more the rash he was not a fan of.
Thanks, Jason. Hey, they can do wondrous things for herpes nowadays. I just want to make it clear, I don't have herpes. For anyone that's new to the podcast and doesn't understand our type of humour, I don't have herpes or a micropenis, okay? I shouldn't have
lady
to.
doth protest too much.
It's like the critic told me, isn't it? Well, people that say they don't do this end up being the ones that do it the most. All right, crazy man. Anyway, so what are you going with?
I told you. Tennis ball thing.
Tennis ball size tennis ball size.
Didn't know that was an option.
Tennis
balls testicles.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. So if I can
literally tennis balls.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going with micropenis.
I'm going with Tiny Willy.
I think I'd have to go with the micropenis just because I think it would be very. I mean, it's hot enough as it is. Imagine having giant bollocks that are just sweating and getting all caught up and whatever.
Nice.
It'd be a nightmare. So yeah.
Really funny that the next one you do is, would you rather, and then you do something like geopolitically done. That'd be quite funny. Like we've gone from smut to like, would you rather take over Azerbaijan? Or
you know what? I did
like that's really, really left field. Then.
I did a couple of ones that are a bit more silly this week because the last week I've not done anything about sex or rude things or whatever for a while now.
Oh,
so
well.
I thought I'll throw it in there.
Here last week were thinking you had grown up.
Yeah. Like last week I was doing them about peeling potatoes or picking up like crap off of the beach, and You know,
Okay.
not
Did, yeah.
watching Loose Women. Oh no, that's coming. Anyway,
Oh, God.
so let's move on, shall we?
Please.
Would you rather be walked everywhere by a collar held by an extremely foul-looking person and forced to bark like a dog regularly?
Before we go any further, have you been on my fucking site again?
This is what we really saw through your window earlier, Jason.
Only because you weren't invited. Don't get jealous.
So just to reiterate that, be walked around everywhere by collar held by an extremely ugly person and forced to bark like a dog regularly, or be allowed some freedoms in the day, but you are dominated at night.
What do you mean dominated?
Okay, so at
What do you mean
night
freedoms?
you are literally
Someone's
like
bitch.
like they're gonna force you to scrub the toilet with your toothbrush and then use it, and stamping on your nuts and beating the shit out of you. And
Hang
whatever.
on. So my choice is
They're not good
be
choices.
abused or be really abused.
Basically, yes. What kind of abused would you rather be?
I've got a thing for dogs, so
And if anyone's wondering why I did the whole an extremely ugly person, because it's one thing to be denigrated by, you know, if you're being led around on a lead by someone that looks like they could walk down a catwalk, people would be a bit like, oh, okay, I can see it. They've probably got money and they look like they can be famous and whatever else. It's kind of a bit more understanding. But if it's someone that literally looks like a bag of dicks, then there's no excuse really to allow them to do it, is there? You are just a sick fuck.
well, I think both are sick fuck things, to be honest. Like, I mean, most people aspire to, you know, having a loving relationship, and she makes you tea. But you know, sorry, other things.
Why does she have to make you tea, Jason?
It's
Jesus.
It's 1951 in my head still. But no, but basically, your two options are basically Eurotrash, kind of Eurotrash dodgy porn bullshit.
Yeah.
You've gone sick.
I
Objection calls for hearsay.
overruled.
Yeah.
It needed to be a little bit louder, didn't it?
I would go option A.
Okay, so you want to be walked around by a
want,
lead.
want is a fucking strong word.
Well, that's what you're going with.
Yeah,
I know
but,
that one as well.
but I've got a
That's
get out of jail free card because I'm clever.
No, see, you always have a go at me for my get out of jail free
Yeah, I know,
cards.
but you've rubbed off on me though. Not
And not for the first time.
please, for the love of God, let it be the last time. Takes me hours to comb it out of my beard.
He says it now, but later on he'll be coming back. Anyway, again, we're joking. People that don't know.
Anyway, yes, please explain.
I wouldn't
your-
go outside.
Come on.
What is your get out of jail?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go outside.
Well, no, you have to. That's the whole point.
Why? No, I don't.
It's part of the punishment is you have to be walked
No,
around in
no.
public.
I no longer need to go outside. I work from a home, and somebody invented Deliveroo.
For how long?
I would. I'm moving on quickly.
Until I'm desperate to go outside, led by an ugly lady on a lead.
I would also pick the same option, but only because I want to get my steps in.
Also, yeah, another thing. All fours, or can you stand up?
You can stand around.
No,
you
steps.
can
I
stand
was
up.
thinking of your steps then.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I also want to keep my figure.
Yeah, heaven
some-
forbid.
You know, some dignity, you know, some
Yeah.
some element of control.
Yeah.
At least I'm hench.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull a U, and I'm gonna use a get out of jail free card. Stick a gimp mask on, and then nobody knows it's me.
Okay, except you put it on YouTube.
All right. Well, in that case, if I want to go
Well, now I
outside,
have, you mean?
that's a good get out of jail free card and one that I didn't think of. And now, I'll still pick the same option. I've just remembered I look like I look. People will know.
And I want to still put the same option because I still want people to know
Tattoos
I've
give
got my
it
steps in.
Yeah.
All knows me.
You've earned those steps the hard way.
Exactly. I've been a good boy.
Maybe you'll get a biscuit.
Yeah, you earn that donut when you get home. It may be covered in shit. Anyway. Oh no,
Have you got another one?
I do.
Oh, joy.
Did I? No, I thought I'd delete it for a
Can't wait for
second.
this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
Right.
So am I.
Okay. Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
furry or pony?
This is a real insight into your browsing history, Barry.
No, just literally while I was thinking about being led around on a lead, I suddenly thought, oh, a bit like one of those furries. And then I thought, oh, would you rather be a furry or a pony? There's a little battle going on online, I think, between furries and ponies. Who were the best?
I'll take your word on that, mate. Again, you disturb me sometimes. You do
I'm
disturb me.
going to regret it. What? What is a pony?
Someone who likes to dress up like a pony.
Right, now I understand that, but is that pantomime two blokes in an horse outfit?
No, like as in they dress up with a horse's head on. They'll wear the outfit and everything, and they'll sort of trot around. Some, and I'm talking some. These are the ones that would choose options A and B on the first Would You Rather. They like to get the horse's tail, but by slightly different means.
Oh, butt plug. No, that's a thing. There was a That doesn't matter.
No, go on. You have to finish that thought now.
I don't remember where exactly I was, but there was a young lady wearing some shorts and she had a tail. And I thought, oh, that's peculiar. I wonder where that tail's... Oh, hang on. And it dawned on me that she was wandering around with a butt plug tail.
Nice. And she was probably a pony.
Well, I don't know, it was a fox's tail.
Oh, okay.
Big bushy red
But
bit.
what does that fox say?
Ah, no!
Slower.
Please don't make me go to the shops.
Again. Right. Sorry. To get
So,
again, Joe.
furry or pony?
Oh, fuck knows. We've got a coin, I'll just fucking flip it.
No, you got to think it through, Jason.
I'll
There's
try it.
What do furries just like dress up as furry animals, right?
Like dogs.
Oh, back on dogs again. Do I get my steps in?
Oh, it looks like you'll get your steps in as a pony.
Good point. Oh, I
have a look.
see. Nice.
That's not what I had in mind.
I want to be a pony.
I mean, it's
Look,
this is mental.
anyone, Google furries v ponies.
I mean, I'd advise against Googling it, to be honest,
Yeah.
unless you're in private browser.
Yeah, good point. No, even private, they still see it. They
Do
just
they?
don't leave it on your history.
Excellent news.
So this is why you go to DuckDuckGo, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I use them anyway. And they keep all of your browsing history safe. They also bring up all the things that Google doesn't.
It's a shame they're not paying you fuck all, but anyway.
Shame they're not paying me fuck all.
Exactly.
Double negative, people. Is he being paid? I don't know. But DuckDuckGo is the way to go.
Anyway, yeah, I'd be a pony, but dream of being a furry. How's that?
Ooh,
Yeah,
cheeky.
Can't be both, can I? So.
I
Hold on. Actually, could I be a hairy, furry pony?
well, ponies are furry, technically.
Yeah.
Not bold, are they? That'd look weird.
That would be weird. Or someone shaved the pony again.
They're not feeding it.
No. Shouldn't feed ponies; they get fat.
Right, furries versus pony. Don't even know
What's
what
your
that
signing
is.
on bonus?
There you go. That's the kind of thing I was thinking of. It's like the costumes that they wear.
Jesus.
They're literally like skin costumes. And
I think, look, based on that and that alone, I'm furry. Because that looks more fun.
look, you've even got that
I
art for it and all sorts.
I just don't understand what's going on right now. What?
So would you rather, if you were going to dress up like a
Pony.
twat,
Pony.
you'd rather be a pony twat?
I'll go dog.
You go furry. I'll go furry just because there's a bit more options.
What my steps? Some pony.
No, dog.
4 legs.
You
I
can be
could
a,
go-
You could be like a Springer Spaniel. They get load of steps in. They're fucking energetic.
They are.
gun dogs.
Nice.
Or-
no, don't do that, Jason. Okay.
Greyhound.
Oh, a whippet.
Mmm.
Other dogs do exist, but yeah, a whippet. Or no,
Okay.
my luck, I can get loads and loads and loads of Taco Bell and become a boxer dog,
So-
and then have a breathing problem and die.
Ladies and gentlemen, if ever you want to see a bunch of guys overthinking a stupid question, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, that. Well,
And if you go to the wrong place, make sure you do it on DuckDuckGo.
are we sponsored by them? Right.
Although, if you would like to sponsor us,
I'd advise against
feel
it.
free.
We will ruin your brand in no time.
I actually think that we should we have to pay. It's probably a bad idea, but if we have the money, we should sponsor Leamington Town. I can imagine them running up the pitch with 4 beers deep.
Do you know
on the
what?
ship.
If we
Hilarious.
actually grew our subscribership, I would make a show for them.
Well, I'll say one thing, right? For everyone listening to the show right now, I recommend that you all go and watch on YouTube or whatever, Leamington Town football thing, and then basically just
They're LemFC, but
no, whatever. Who gives a shit? And basically flood their
Breaks.
socials with how you're great, and basically become like a ground hopping fucking weirdos, and just basically make them a cult team, but like hashtag
Yeah.
United or whatever they're called.
go on Lem Breaks.
So
Go
that's
on
what
New
we're
Breaks.
doing, is it?
Yeah, Leamington.
Why not?
Because that's where Shakespeare came from. Right?
Well, it was Stratford, but you know,
Same difference. A lot more.
that's like saying, Bournemouth are actually Christchurch. They're not, but
Well, for our international listeners, the Queen lives around the corner.
Well, that's up the road.
Well, we all know her. Everyone from Britain knows the Queen, obviously.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
and
good old Liz.
And Paddington Bear.
Padding to add him round the other day.
My daughter actually does. She was in Paddington too.
Oh, there we are then. Anyway,
True
Renyard, do not make that joke.
Have we got another Would You Rather?
We do, but let's
Good.
move on because we haven't got time to just keep doing Would You Rathers.
No,
Times
good.
are getting on.
Because I've got things to do tonight.
As have
I
I.
bet you fucking do. Go and get your furry costume on and get your nuts stamped on.
Oh, it's been a bad day as it is. It's the best way to end the day, isn't it? Sadly, my furry costume's in the wash.
Okay, so first thing we've got to talk about on the football theme, the
Right, no, sorry,
Yeah.
look, threw it, doesn't matter.
Lionesses.
Yeah, smashed it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to pretend to suddenly be a huge fan, but the fact that it was England and the fact that we beat Germany, for some reason, there's just something quite
Inherently racist about what you're about to say.
no, just
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. Why am I looking at you, Jason? Why am I?
I don't know. Maybe you're still thinking about me being a furry. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't think I'm ever going to get that image out of my head.
And to be honest, I actually said Poe, not Fernie. So
And
furry,
you're welcome, everybody, for that. by the
No,
way.
can I just, because I know where this is going, but I'm going to say, as a neutral who had no interest in the game at all, that was a lie. I thought that the standard of football was actually very good. I think that I think it was. I was very impressed with it actually. I think that England would not have won if Germany had their main striker on, who actually had to pull out the game before it kick off because she'd scored a lot of goals. But I do appreciate England's tenacity in the game because there were times when their backs were to the wall. So yeah, fair play. Congratulations, England. Truthfully, congratulations and well done. If it's in the press for the next 40 years, I will be having words though, but congratulations. And you know what? I just think it's really fun. Last point, I'll shut up. I think it's really, really, not ironic, but refreshing that football finally did come home, but the ladies did it. Which I think makes me even more enjoyable to watch the men be shit. Because I can't stand England's football team as these two. Well, actually, Ren doesn't give a shit, but Carl knows that I don't really follow England football team at all unless they're losing. So yeah,
There we go. I didn't expect that to get serious all of a sudden, but
Because you want to take the mick out of their achievement.
no, I didn't want to take the mick at all. I think well done to them. I can't claim to have been a huge fan of it before, just purely because so I had this discussion before. I'm all for it, but I don't think it's as big of an achievement as the guys winning, just only for the reason that the standard of the women's game isn't quite as high as the men's just yet. Because, only 10 years ago, as they kept talking about on that night, the women footballers were still having to pay for their own kits and make their own way to games and all this sort of stuff. A lot of countries, they still don't put any money into their women's game. So this is why you've got a team like England beating Norway like 8-0 in the quarterfinals or just before the quarters.
Yeah.
So I just don't think the standard is quite as good yet. So it's still a great achievement, but it's just not quite on a par of.
forgive the pun,
men,
but hopefully
but
now
that's
the
the
game
only
will.
reason.
Forgive the pun, but hopefully the game will now kick on. So to speak, and that wasn't me trying to get funny joking because we know I'm not funny, but just wanted to basically, it'll help. Give more exposure to the game, not just for women and girls who want to play the game. It's just a great thing for fitness. Like my niece likes playing football. Yeah, this is great. She loves it. But I think it'd also help with some, and this is not aimed at Carl because But some Neanderthalic men who think that women shouldn't be playing any sport, which is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't think that.
I know
just
you
made
don't.
it sound like I do.
No, okay, well, do you know what?
This isn't aimed at Carl, but
Yeah. No,
but it kind of is.
No, it's not. I promise it's not. So I think but I do think it is as a big of achievement as the men winning because they can only play what's in front of them.
Oh yeah,
basically.
absolutely. I'm not, and I'm not saying they can't. They've obviously done everything they can. What are you laughing at?
I just think it's a really, really dangerous topic. We're
Yeah,
gonna go
It's
down.
not dangerous.
It's a
I'm
nervous
just-
giggle on my part.
I'm just-
I can't wait for us to fuck this.
all I'm saying is that the standard isn't as high around the world for the women. So there are still some countries out there that don't put the money into the women's game
granted.
like they should. So it's
And the
not
irony
me
there-
saying
No,
that.
okay. And the irony there is, though it's great for England and maybe even European football, to be honest, I'm not sure whether this will kickstart the Tibetan Women's League. I'm not having a go. I still need to find a way of the next World Cup raising it so that more parts of the world give opportunities to the women and girls to play. So that's the point I'm making with that little point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're missing the big point in all of this is that how the hell did you win? Unbelievable. I mean, we had the prettier team.
You were doing so well, Jason. You were doing so well.
I know. I'm not going to say who my favourite was. Good girl, but
Oh no!
but
She wore a specific number.
she did.
It was a single figure number
Anyway,
that wasn't 5 and wasn't 7.
so no, but congratulations to the Lionesses. Is that their proper nickname?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Well,
cool.
England are the Lions, aren't we? 3 Lions.
Yeah, true.
Whatever.
So because you finished third in the group. So I just wanted to say yeah, congratulations. Fair play. And I enjoyed the game. I only watched the second half. I was travelling, but
It was good to see people get behind them finally.
The largest attendance in all competitions.
correct. At Wembley, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, not like ever in football, but yeah, at Wembley.
But isn't that just for women's football?
No.
Nope.
Oh, was it? What,
Yeah.
even more than the men?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, it's because we're a bundle of glory hunting cunts, and the Lionesses were on schedule to win.
Yeah. But the men were in the final in the Euros, and that was
Yep.
played over here.
Yeah.
So that's
We all knew they were
quite
gonna
an
lose.
achievement.
is.
Did we though?
That's what.
Some of us were stupid enough to hold hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stupid being the key word.
I know we're going off topic now a little bit, but I really enjoyed that evening. Eventually, yeah, it was a very good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed her. So I watched it at mine. We had the TV in the garden, all the lads round, and I actually really enjoyed watching every single one of them's heart break.
Well, I'm not going
had
to mention
no impact
names
on my
because I
evening.
don't have the right on this YouTube, but YouTube thingy. But a mutual friend of all three of us, can't count tonight, basically ran into a door. We know who you are. So to celebrate England's opening goal, which makes it even more bittersweet.
Was that person going to be here this evening?
No.
Potentially, no. Okay.
No. Which makes it even more bittersweet because, if that's the right use of the word, because they ran into a door and then they went through 80 minutes of abject pain because they've run into a door, only to have their hopes snatched away from them and their mate laugh in their face. It was a great evening. I really enjoyed it. I had to leave after that, though. So,
Well, I wish I was there for that, to be honest.
yeah.
So there we go. Well done to the team,
Yes.
and hopefully more success to come. Now do it against the Americans, and we'll be really happy.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
take it
fine.
they're the best
Well,
team in the world, aren't
yeah.
they? Okay.
Yeah, the American women's team have been regarded as the best for a long time. Germany have always been pretty close as well, or it's been between the two of them. But yeah, if we've spanked the Germans, if we can now go and spank the Americans, then even better. What? I'm talking about in a football sense.
Yeah, no,
Jesus,
it's
you're
fine.
animals.
So we...
So,
Go on, what have you got?
okay, moving on. Would you rather eat the slightly fruitier battery acid or Taurus?
Go on, look, here.
Break the rules.
Oh, do you want a fact?
Be a
there's
rebel.
There's a mountain range in the country that lost the final on Sunday with the same name as that.
Well,
What did you just say? There's a mountain rage that lost the final.
Nearly right.
Was any
Active
of that?
listening, not quite there.
No.
Okay. There's a mountain range in the country that lost the final on Sunday called that.
The final of what?
The football
Yeah.
final. So think Let's work it out. Come on, let's work this out. I mean, the audience have already got it and fallen asleep, right?
Or they're like that. Fuck this shit.
Exactly. So I'm just
Didn't
basically.
commit to learn anything.
I'm now teaching you. I'm learning you stuff, right? So basically, who lost the final on Sunday?
Germany?
Well done, I'm getting there. Right, and there's a mountain range in that country with the same name as that tipple.
What, pear cider?
Yes. That's right, yeah. It's pronounced differently, but
Taurus?
Right.
There's a mountain range called Taurus.
yes.
What I'm going to enjoy is watching the magic pump magically pour out 2 completely different drinks. How about that, eh?
Again.
Shows just how special it is.
Ignore the noise of the tins opening, won't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. There are no cans opening. And would you like to pour mine first?
Yeah, look, what we'll do, look, we'll just turn the tap on.
Yeah.
Look,
There
pour
it
them all.
goes. No, you're just spoiling the fun. Yeah, you spoiled the fun of the magic pump, haven't you, already?
No.
Week 2.
Oh, I've made a met.
2. Look, I had my hand
Fucking
now.
arsehole.
Can I ask one question? I
Yes,
hope it's
go
not
on.
going to bring, because just at the moment I'm listening is just you two drink. I was hoping that we are not going to discuss certain topics tonight. Topic number 1.
So he brings them up.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
This is logic. I like it.
Yeah, so number 1, Amber Heard.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
We're
could
done.
have brought it up and I specifically didn't because
I'm
I
just-
thought,
Good.
No.
Just making sure.
let's steer clear, but yet you brought her up anyway. So while we're there,
And also, no fucking Love Island.
What?
yeah, but when do we ever discuss Love Island? I think we brought it up once.
Exactly. You brought it once and scared the hell out of me. So I do actually worry about
Doesn't
it.
it finish this week anyway?
Not
so
a
at least
clue.
then people will stop talking about it for another 6 months until they do the fucking winter one. Anyway, who wants to see it once a year, let alone twice a
Stop
year?
it. Anyway, I appreciate I brought it up, but stop it. Anyway, okay.
It's your fault. Right, so, speaking of women's sport, did any... What? No. Amanda Nunes versus Pena on the weekend. Did anyone see the fight?
That's netball, isn't it? Because that was fucking awesome. The footwork. Oh my god, the fucking footwork, I tell you.
They beat 7 bells of shite out of each other.
Netball's rough, mate.
It was an incredible fight. Absolutely
I didn't see it.
incredible.
I didn't see it. I don't watch. Is it boxing or is it something else?
UFC.
UFC. It's like
And
UFO, but
so
with
Amanda
okay.
Nunes was a 2-weight champion, and she lost one of her belts to Pena. And
Does she steal it when they're getting trained to it?
yeah, that's what it is. And then this was the rematch.
I love being a
And
dick.
the absolute gouges. So what they were technically saying was Pena lost a large portion of her forehead.
Will she get hit with a shovel?
That's basically what Amanda Nunes' fists are.
I don't think
they
they-
are
any-
dangerous weapons.
I don't think either of you two will get this, or anybody listening, because I'm so old. But were they playing the Pixies gouge away while it was being?
No, they were not.
It's a shame.
Right, let's see if you can see it.
Jesus
so that's one,
fucking
and then there's
Christ.
another one. So take a look at this, but
Fucking hell!
they
Look at the mess of her hair.
absolutely beat, and you should have seen the amount of blood all over the canvas after. Everywhere they went down on the ground, like sort of like wrestling on the ground, there was just blood literally pissing out everywhere.
Stop looking
There were
around.
multiple spots on the ground where it was just puddling.
Why didn't the ref stop the fight?
Huh? Why didn't they stop it?
Why didn't the ref stop it? Yeah.
Well, they didn't need to. They're still both fighting.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So this is what the UFC is. It's absolute carnage, and I fucking love it. But it was such a good fight, and even though they were both on crutches and all sorts after, Pena had to be taken straight to hospital, and Amanda Nunes managed to make the press conference. But even just the
That's
carnage
mental.
of her face was.
I mean, the only thing that made that more mental was if one of them was a pony and one was a furry.
then the fight would really begin.
Exactly.
let
On
me
the
see.
internet, yeah, exactly.
I highly advise anyone to watch it because it was a great fight. And for people that say, look, idiots out there that say, oh, women shouldn't be fighting or whatever, bollocks, if that's what they want to do, let them. And believe me, they can put on a show just as good as the guys. So it was an absolutely incredible fight. And Amanda Nunes is just a beast. She is one of the most unbelievably tough women. And I'd love to see her have a fight against some of the men, because I think she'd knock the shit out of some of the guys. So, yeah, really good fight.
Oh, I'll give that a watch.
Yeah, well worth it. Well worth it. And obviously, recently you've got what?
I was trying to spy and I was going to steal your thunder on the next one, but I couldn't read it.
Well, you can.
Sorry. No, you carry on. There's no point in me
you
introducing
can-
it. I've got no idea.
You can go with that one then if you want. On the theme of the ladies, another fight that was going on between the ladies.
Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Vardy court case.
Yeah. Did you see?
Um,
I have zero idea what that is.
Okay, so we have discussed it before, but
Well, it's nice to know that I pay attention.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
is this going to be shit?
Possibly.
So basically, it's just one of the most petty and pathetic things ever. So you've got... So amongst their friend group, so they had a little while ago, they had the wags that were going out with all the men to tournaments, and they'd be out trying to get seen by the press at every opportunity.
Were they called mags? Was it mags and wags?
No, it was the wags means wives and girlfriends.
Okay.
And they were out shopping and shit while the men were training, and it was just ridiculous, and it just basically put the blokes off and whatever else. So anyway, they made friends while they were out at the tournament, so they had a certain little clique, and Colleen Rooney started noticing that stories about her that she was keeping private between her and her friends were getting out into the press.
Okay.
And she wanted to know who was doing it, so she decided to set a little trap.
Was it a bear trap? IED. Got onto the IRA.
Rebecca Vardy is no more.
Yeah, it's that little car bomb outside of the hotel.
Every story
Well, to be
has
fair-
a happy ending.
To be fair, Vardy, so I'm assuming she's something to do with the car.
Jamie.
To do with it? No, there's a car company called Vardy. No,
Is
Vardy
there?
Reg.
Is there?
Yeah, called Vardy Reg. Yeah, so maybe she's linked with the car
Learning
company.
something else.
Vardy Reg, maybe.
It doesn't matter.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so Colleen Rooney started. She created another Instagram thing that only one person could see, and that was Rebecca Vardy. And she posted a story on there saying about how their house had been flooded, and a pipe had burst, and they'd been flooded,
It's
and it was a
really Wayne
nightmare.
dribbling the knuckle dragon fuckwit, waiting for his dinner.
Yeah, indeed. So
It's like the Frankie Bulldog. He claps so that she can wank him off. That's getting cut out.
so
Anyway,
So she put this story out, knowing that only Rebecca Vardy could see it, and lo and behold, it turns up in the newspapers. So she turned around and was like, "You're clocked, you're a twat, I know it's you." But she didn't just do it amongst them, she did it publicly. Nice.
Ideal.
She did it publicly. And Rebecca Vardy obviously denied it and whatever else. So they went to court over it. Now, Rebecca Vardy was told, you need to hand over your phone, your text messages, all that sort of stuff. Of course she didn't. They said, where are these phones that we know you had at that time? Oh, they got lost at sea. Lost at sea?
Like
Of all
fucking
the
Osama bin
things.
Laden.
Like, of all the things, no, they've joined the naval forces, and they were serving our country proudly. So, and then also her agent had a phone, and they were asked to hand it over, and they didn't. And they said the same thing. It got lost at sea, so none of them gave it. And basically, the court case is finished. Rebecca Vardy has lost. So Colleen Rooney is now feeling very self-righteous and yet approved it and whatever else.
But what was the outcome?
That Rebecca Vardy's a lying skank that will sell anything about any of her friends to make a bit of money.
Yeah, but was there, so she's hang on. So the court have said, okay, You're a lying skank whore.
No, so she was trying to sue.
Does she have to pay damages or something?
She was trying to sue Colleen Rooney, saying, "Well, you've defamed me and everything else," and she's lost. So now, not only does she have to pay her own legal fees, she has to pay Colleen Rooney's £3 million.
What a waste of
that's
fucking
going to
money.
cost her,
What's
or
that?
should I say, that's going to cost Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, he must be fucking raging.
I'll be honest, mate.
I think he's too stupid to.
It's none of his. It was. He probably didn't do any of this anyway. It's like, I'm too busy fucking training how to kick a football or whatever.
He plays for Leicester, mate. I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't have his wits about him.
Whoa, other football teams do exist, like Leamington Spa.
Indeed.
Indeed,
Is it
breaks.
Leamington Spa?
pride of Leamington.
Lem breaks.
Yeah.
Breaks.
So,
Well, I think personally, my personal view on the matter is what an absolute waste of money,
Yeah.
time, resource of the courts, and it's something that 11 or 12-year-olds would do in the playground.
Exactly.
Absolute fucking
But
stupid.
do you know, there was one good thing that came out of it, and it is genius. And whoever came up with it is clearly patting themselves on the back right now. It was the term Wagatha Christie.
Jesus wept.
I'll give him a round of applause for that one.
You're banned from
because
doing that. What was that?
It was a round of applause.
Jesus.
Get the fucking prize float for that, mate. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, if you're going to come up with a pun, Wagatha Christie, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you, Enyard, laughing at my joke rather than Wagatha Christie. I get it. I actually fucking get on what's going on here. I catch on what's going on.
Yeah, I just think it is one of the most petty and pathetic things ever. But I do kind of like the fact that someone in that circle has been outed, because everybody knows that they all sell stories about themselves, but no one's ever been able to prove it. And finally, Colleen Rooney came up with a way of proving who one of the scummiest people out of all of them was.
Can we talk about something interesting now, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, what have you got?
Okay, so, right, would you like to read this one, Jason?
No, I like reading.
Being Mr. Third Wheel. There you go.
Right, that could be either Will Smith then Grogsy, which
Will,
is the name...
no, Grogsy's my car, mate.
Exactly, it's a bit weird. Or Will Smith Grogsy.
Apology.
Will Smith Grogsy.
No, don't read the rest. Right. Will Smith apology, ladies and gentlemen.
What did he
So-
apologise for?
Well, I mean, what's Will Smith done in the last few months?
That's some films.
Oh, made Wild Wild
No,
West.
that's the opposite of what he's done in the last few months.
I know. I'm setting you up to inform the audience with this amazing fact that he...
I don't need to. Everybody in the world knows about the slap heard around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, fuck, I'd forgotten about that. I was wondering. I was
I just remember
I
the
was-
word
from this
I was,
twat next to me.
I was genuinely sat here thinking, I wonder what he's apologised for.
probably Grogsy.
Yeah.
leave Grogsy alone.
Sorry
Grogsy's
for
the name
selling
of my
you
car.
Grogsy.
So,
I know the sat nav don't work.
oh, it works very well, I'll have you know. So basically, he's obviously slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, and people were mad, and he then didn't say shit after. He got given an award minutes later and didn't apologise. He essentially, no fucks were given, as far as I could see. Everyone was pointing the finger at Jada, and I think it's kind of obvious that there was some kind of signal given. He denies it, but I think there was a lot going on in their marriage that's no one else's business, but something, because he was laughing 1 second and then he's up on stage the next. So
He didn't want to sleep on the sofa, did he? That's his problem.
yeah, something clearly changed. And so basically he's come out and done an apology. He's denied that Jada said or did anything to make him do it. And Chris Rock's not happy because he's in some ways made himself out to be the victim.
Wait, who's made themselves out
Will.
with it? Oh, right, good.
Will
yeah.
Smith, this kind of victim mentality of, yes, I did wrong, but, and oh my God, the thing
But
that,
it really hurt my hand.
yeah, how dare he?
And my career.
Yeah, and he did.
Ah, do you know what?
But he basically, the thing that annoyed me the most is he came out in a hat that was his own brand. He had his son's water brand. Not even, couldn't even put the water into a glass and drink out of a glass if he wanted a drink. He had to do it out of the bottle so everyone could clearly see it was his son's water, so they know that video is going to be seen everywhere around the world. It just smacks of...
No pun intended, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. or pun in very much intended, thank you very much.
No, it wasn't, trust me.
So he's, for me, he should have just come out, been honest. It was very edited. It seemed quite scripted. It seemed very planned, and yeah, there are so many things that he could have done to make that better. I think it should have just been off the cuff. I think it should have been done months ago, and I don't think he should have been wearing his own brand clothes. I don't think he should have had his son's water there. I'm not going to say what it is. I know, obviously, you'd be interested to know what it is and whatever, and looking it up and stuff, but I'm not going to say it, just purely not that we get so many viewers. It'll get them.
More important question though: do you think that he would prefer to be a furry or a pony?
That's a good question.
It's an amazing
Something
question.
tells me he's a pony because he gets ridden by Jada regularly.
Oh,
Thank you.
I look forward.
I'm here all week, everybody.
I look forward to this channel being taken off the air and your £2.50 in savings raped off.
We're going to end up in court.
There's been worse said. There has been much worse said about him. Anyway,
I didn't actually even know there was an apology.
yeah, and Chris Rock's not happy about it. He thinks it's pretty disingenuous as well. So and I can understand why completely. But tell us what you think. How?
Leave a comment. Or
Below
below.
the bar. Go into the toilets of the bar and leave a note, like you would scribble one on the door or on a wall in a dirty, seedy bar.
Again,
Leave the comment in our toilets below. No,
again, Carl.
you gotta try these things, didn't you?
You were basically really scaring the fuck out of us now. Jesus Christ.
And also, while you're there, pull the pants down of that subscribe button. Give it a little tickle.
Yeah.
It's a furry. Give it a scratch behind the ear.
Oh, life. Or you
Would
can
you
get in
rather
touch.
I was going smash their leg?
No.
No. Or just switch off and just watch something else. But yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, no, bad Jason. Bad Jason.
Stop spilling it on the floor.
So yeah, comment, share it with people. You know, let's start building it now. Now that we've got the channel out there. Okay. Ric Flair.
Woo!
Indeed.
Nature boy.
Woo indeed. Went and had another match, didn't he?
I think, fuck for that. I thought you were going to tell me he died then.
No.
Did he?
Yeah, 73 years young. And he was like, fucking hold my beer. Hold my beer.
I thought Ric Flair was a computer game.
What?
Yeah. No, seriously. I thought the game called in the 90s called Ric Flair. It's not that.
Bollocks, I'm fact checking it. Oh, don't worry, I'm on the
Yeah.
fact check. That's because
Yeah, don't
we're
let
about
that
that.
We're nothing if not about facts.
Exactly. Even ones like me making them up.
You
let all the
son of a
critics know.
fuck.
Dry sense of humour, you see? Wow. Funny as fuck, me. Who's Ric Flair?
Who's Ric Flair?
Yeah, I live in Springbourne.
Heathen. You heathen.
Is he
Ric Flair is-
UFC?
Is that how it ended?
Yep.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Is he UFC or something?
No,
Ric
he's a
Flair
wrestler.
is a wrestler. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Made up
He's
wrestling
famous for...
Woo!
Is he famous for SummerSlam 7 or something?
He's
fucking
famous
could have been
for
in it.
Sounds right.
WrestleMania moments.
Is there something called SummerSlam? Am I making
So
it up, or is
he
it-
No,
had...
SummerSlam's an event.
He had... It was this weekend. Just gone.
SummerSlam.
Yep.
No.
He has a lot of famous things that he's done over the years. So the Woo is obviously the big thing. He's got a podcast now called Woo Nation.
Nice.
He's famous for the strut that he
Yeah.
does.
Does he say, get down, bitch?
No.
Because that'd be
he's-
weird to be fair, wouldn't it?
He's famous for a load of his one-liners that he's come out with over the years, talking about his crocodile shoes and with a tear in my eye, and so on and so forth. His daughter is now one of the biggest wrestlers in the world. Yeah, at 73, he decided to get back in the ring. And to use a wrestling term, he even got himself a bit of colour. So he...
I
That means he bladed himself. So he finished the match with blood all over his face and everything.
But I know this might upset some especially younger. Actually, this is age restricted. It should be younger, anyway. But isn't wrestling a load of bollocks because it's made up?
Well, the thing is, no. So here's the thing. So
I
wrestling is scripted to an extent.
Right.
The winner's predetermined. The
Yeah.
job of the referee inside a match isn't to referee the match; it's to guide. So the referees always
Time.
have an earpiece,
Right.
and the earpiece on the other end of that will be the person who's running the show. And if the fans
Normally
are
Vince
liking
McMahon.
it, they'll be like geeing it up. Yeah, do this, try this. Or if it's bombing, they'll be like, all right, end it quickly. Okay, try this, add this, get them to do this. We need some.
Let's go home, brother.
They're basically actors acting out.
They're not. They're athletes.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
but
I
I mean,
respect the athletic side of
I
things.
wasn't taking that. So they're basically they're basically actors being guided through like a completely ad hoc.
Yeah.
Step
fight choreography.
Yeah.
Choreography.
Yeah.
Is there like another wrestling sort of circuit where there's none of that exists?
What, a better one?
There's multiple wrestling promotions out
So
there.
you can like a wrestling to like two wrestlers, and there's like it's not predetermined who wins. Go beat the shit out of each other.
Well, that's UFC.
Yeah, that's an actual fight.
That's UFC.
Oh.
That's proper fighting.
Yeah.
Where you're using jiu-jitsu, you're using boxing, you're
I
using
like
wrestling.
That. I like that better.
Yeah, well, that's what Amanda Nunes and Pena were fighting in. Oh,
Yeah,
anyway,
okay.
Nunes and Pena were fighting in. But
I
so
can't wait for that
I've
not
been.
to be a name.
We can just call her good girl, yeah.
So
That's a 2 with a 3 in.
I'm a very, very big wrestling fan and always have been. And I can name anything you want in it, everything that's going on in there right now.
What's their
But-
favourite train? You see, you're fuck now, aren't you? Bigging yourself up with your fucking knowledge. Get up.
So they basically, there's been big news recently with Vince McMahon finally retiring after all of the news about a lot of his paying off people that he's had affairs with and whatever.
Oh.
He finally retired,
Was that scripted?
and he's a similar age to Ric Flair, and
Oh.
Ric Flair has just got back in the ring.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Like Guns N' Roses song.
they what?
Get in
What
the ring.
song's that?
Get in the ring, mate. Get in the ring, motherfucker. Get in the ring.
Okay.
You guys are so uneducated when it comes to 90s fucking pop music.
I'm more of a juggalo, thank you.
You know?
No, so they basically there's been all sorts going on recently, and WWE has been going downhill because they were doing it for an audience of one, which was Vince McMahon. He's now gone.
Like this podcast.
Yeah,
Hello, Vince.
we hope you're enjoying it.
Exactly. Because we're
Put that
fucking
girl
up.
down and smash that like button.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, so basically.
Oh, we're at the end of this yet, so I've got to go home.
So basically, he's it was not just Ric Flair wrestling on his own. They did a tag match, and he did it with his son-in-law. So Andrade, he was fighting with Ric Flair and with Jay Lethal, and they fought against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, another not nowhere near as old, but another sort of 90s wrestler. And yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But yeah, it was SummerSlam as well, and interesting times in wrestling right now. Interesting times. But anyway, moving on. I just thought it was mad for a 73-year-old, and he took bumps and everything. For a 73-year-old guy to get in the ring, I mean, he's not in the best of health. That
No,
guy's
he
done some drugs in his time and alcohol.
Bumps related?
Huh?
Bump.
Yeah.
That's what we...
Well, that's okay. So in wrestling, bumps means to take a bump, is to be slammed or dropped or whatever.
Because in normal world, bumps and to take a bump is a reference to cocaine.
It is. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And to take a drop is to do with My World in the music world. Exactly.
Well, anyway, that's all of the things. And some twat over here forgot his segment.
Yeah. Yeah, so you'll never know what happened on this day in history. Unless you Google it.
Yeah.
But I'm not telling you what day it is, so there.
Yeah, what are you going to do now? Smart answers. So, is there anything that you would like to discuss before we go?
Um,
God, I can't do all of this, guys.
mate,
Can't just be me.
mate, you're the one getting paid from the sponsors.
Am I?
Yeah, who are the sponsors again? Sorry.
Oh, duck, go. You mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's another 20 pence in your account. Anyway,
Hey, mate, if you don't want your porn likes being viewed by everyone, then
I think that's my new favourite thing.
yeah, it's like a cat washing itself, isn't it? What the hell are you doing?
You fucking idiot.
Jesus.
well, he's just sat there preening himself half the time, playing with his beard, and
That's the only reason I grew it. So you can just it's comforting.
There's
I'm
gonna
still
be-
waiting for you to start waxing your moustache, though.
I actually do have something to bring up. Actually,
Oh,
I do.
go on.
Yeah, apparently this is going to have the new Lord of the Rings come out soon, isn't it?
The series,
Oh, the series, yeah.
which is being absolutely decimated before it's even out.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, fantastic. I can't wait.
Exactly. I think there's some people there just want to be difficult, you know. These actors, it's a hard life being an actor. You know, you get paid very little, and you have to go abroad and do shit, and and not working in an office or call center. It's terrible.
It sounds
poor
awful.
bastards. Like, and then you get the critics who usually haven't done that. You know, they work in an office running newspapers and shit, and they criticize these amazing people who selflessly have gone to Slovenia, many place, and done some filming of Lord of the Rings 2 or something, right? And they're basically getting slammed. It's not right. It's not right. And I'm going to write a letter to the Telegraph and say, it's not right. Fuck you. Yeah.
All I'll say is, if you thought Wheel of Time was slightly disappointing,
Yes, and I did.
wait until you see this.
What's Wheel of Time?
Oh, no. There's one, on a serious note, because I don't want to get done for copyright here. There are many, many, many very good, I'm not going to name them because I don't want to get in trouble for anything, like from Carl, but there are many, 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 many Wheel of Time podcasts and YouTube channels. So I recommend Googling it and you'll find out. But basically, it's a fantasy book series that's been turned into a TV show that no, that's as far as I'm going to go. So
He basically loves it. It's a
I love-
fantasy series.
I love the series. It's amazing. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
And the guy that wrote it, most of it apart from the last 3 books, the guy that wrote the first 14, take away 3, 11 books. See, I'm getting better, boys and girls. Right, the first 11 was the same author that wrote Conan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, awesome series.
Big
Of
fan
books.
of roided out meaty bastards.
I've heard that
To be-
about you.
To be fair, Wheel of Time isn't really like Conan at all, so it's different. So
Although I will say,
Yeah.
if you're into fantasy, have you seen the trailer for the new Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No, but that's up my street.
I know it is, this is why I brought it up.
I do like Dungeons and
It
Dragons.
looks incredible.
Are they making a TV show on it? Are they?
They're making a film, or they've made a film, and it's coming out in 2023.
Oh, okay.
It's got Chris Pine. It's got
I
some
prefer
guy.
Alpine.
Oh, well, funny.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody gets one. You're all right. So, yeah, Chris Pine's in it. You've got what's her name? The bird from Fast and Furious. She's
Well, you've narrowed
plays
that down.
Vin Diesel's missus in it. Tell you what, I've got a phone in my pocket. Why didn't I find out?
Exactly. You can use the Google.
I'm told by my
Googleator.
I'm reliably told by my daughter it has some guy from Bridgerton in it. I don't have a clue. You want to see the trailer?
No.
We're going to play it.
We're playing the trailer. It's on mute. Well done.
Fucking Nora. Hello. Sorry about that.
Have fun editing that.
Right.
Well, we're about to be done for copyright.
No, we'll cut this out so Jason
Oh, okay.
can see it as well.
Yeah.
Love a bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love a bard. And speaking of which, have you seen on the Dungeons and Dragons theme? Have you seen the Vox Machina series?
No.
Watch it. It is fucking incredible.
Is that Dungeons and Dragons?
It's Dungeons and Dragons,
Okay.
but it's a cartoon. But it's made by people that actually play Dungeons and Dragons on YouTube. and they've been doing it for years. They have a channel called Critical Role.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah, and they have basically turned some of their stories into a cartoon, and it is brilliant. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime. Watch it. Honestly, it's so worth it. I put it on a hunch. Okay, so there's a cartoon called Invincible that's like a superhero cartoon that's really good, like made for adults sort of thing, like loads of swearing and all sorts of stuff in it. And the same people that made that have made this. So it's loads of swearing, it's loads of sex jokes and
Okay, I've got an awesome idea from our own spoof or show called Wheel of Crime, where basically I haven't actually got anything beyond that, but it's going to call it Wheel of Crime.
Okay, right. That's as far as you got in the plan so far.
Maybe we can use Grogsy as our getaway car.
Yeah, well, tell you what, it'd fucking do the job.
It's like fuck it, attempt it.
Like shit off a shovel, mate.
It'll fucking break down at the crossroads.
Grogsy's golden. If I hadn't given him a bit of a bash, he'd look perfect right now.
Maybe be like Kit, like Grogsy talks in a Brummy accent.
He'd have a fucking great voice.
Is Grogsy not the car that you and your son had to bump start with your daughter?
No,
in
that was the
driver's
last
seat?
one.
Right, just checking.
That's the last one. Grogsy's the new one.
Okay, and Grogsy's doors now work.
No.
Grogsy's always worked. It was the last car that didn't.
Right.
Okay, so nothing wrong with
So
Grogsy.
nothing wrong with Grogsy other than he's got a bit of a bump.
What did you crash into?
Someone fucking stopped in front of me for no reason.
So you crashed into a parked car.
No,
They were parked.
no.
If they
we
stopped,
were going onto a dual carriageway. We were on a slip road. They started to go. I looked to check I had enough time, started to go, and then they just for no reason stopped. And I couldn't stop in time and went into the
I'm
back.
hearing you crashed into a parked
Well,
car.
yeah, I'm blamed for it, but it wasn't parked.
Anyway,
But anyway, so if you're into Dungeons and Dragons,
or Grogsy.
the new film, or Grogsy, Dungeons and Dragons, the film, or Vox Machina, The Legend of Vox Machina, fucking brilliant.
Or Grogsy the Journey.
Yeah.
That's coming live soon on some fucking streaming bullshit. Grogsy the Journey. Grogsy went to the shops and bump stopped into somebody because Carl's not to blame. I don't know. It's not that. No.
So, on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this week. And thank you for joining us.
No,
I
my
really
pleasure.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you very so much.
And thank you to the bar for still being awesome.
Bar. And thank you, listener, and now viewer, you poor bastard. I hope you're not two different people.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can do either in the comments in the toilet down below,
Fuck's sake.
or you can get in touch with us on the socials, can't they, Renyard?
Yep. And then
Good luck
they
with
are
this
at
video.
I've got it at Biz4 on Twitter,
Yeah.
4BizDeep and everything else. And the email is 4BizDeep@outlook.com.
He got it right. There we go. It happens every once in a blue moon. Yeah, well done.
I'm still 99% sure it's .co.uk.
It's a 50. It's not because I've got it and I check it regularly.
What for?
Has anyone ever fucking used it?
Just sit there and
Seriously?
go, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
I might start emailing it. Just abuse. I'm going to make a fake email address and abuse you.
At least that way, then
And-
you'll know that.
Only for work. Fuck doing a fake email. That's going to be my work address.
It's going to be the one that I sign up to Shifty Porn using.
Probably are already knowing you.
No, I've
So-
been doing it fucking wrong email.
Oh, one very quick question.
That's it. We'll be going to .co.uk.
One very quick question. Back on theories and ponies. I'm actually obsessed with this now, right?
Jesus Christ.
Do you reckon they get fleas?
No.
Oh, okay. Just want to get fleas.
Herpes, but not fleas.
Oh, because fleas would be
Excellent
dirty,
news.
wouldn't it? Who wouldn't get fleas? I wouldn't want to do that.
Still itches.
Go down the vetch. That's the old fucking Swansea football ground. Shout out to Swansea's. Jack Army.
The only football team here that matters is them breaks. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Please join us again next week, where once again we will be going
4Biz Deep. Roll titles.
4Biz Deep.
Look, I'm a grumpy old man.
I am being abused on this show. No, we're professional now. This is very strange.
Tipple of the week. We're officially 4Biz Deep.
Just
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Old fat necker.
My name is Renners and I approve this message.